team picked 7 of the biggest misconceptions of why people don't make the move into real estate development. I'm going to be drawing them out of this little neat bowl one by one. So let's start with the first one. You need at least $500,000 to get started. Absolutely not true. I first started with literally no money of my own and no credit. You probably already have a way better starting point. Now, I paired up 2 investors, $175,000 each, and ultimately had one of them even co-sign the loan, and we paid him a little bit extra. That's how I got started. You do not need $500,000 to start development. You ready for the next one? Development is riskier than flipping houses. Absolutely not. When you flip a house, you're dealing with an existing structure, with the existing floor plan. Whereas with development, you get to create from a blank canvas. And what that allows you to do is building actually the highest and best use that a property deserves. And that's why you get paid the big bucks for your vision, but also you're way more competitive than working with something that's existing and you're trying to put a lipstick on a pig. Let's go for the third. You need at least 10 years of experience before you can start development. Absolutely not. When I started, I did have a finance background, but I actually had no development background whatsoever. We did flip some properties, but at the end of the day, flipping only teaches you how to get an idea of budgets and some subcontractors. And development is a very different beast. So ultimately, another flip is just gonna make you better as a flipper, but it's not gonna get you started in real estate development. This misconception is, I can find out any information online for free. Watching YouTube is a great start, but that's just for awareness. That's not actually gonna give you the real experience of people that have been there, done that. And that's what's gonna save you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just even on a weekly call, in a matter of a minute or two, we can save someone tens of thousands of dollars by sharing a pain point that we've overcome, and so that you don't have to. This misconception says, I need a big network and connections to get started in real estate development. That's absolutely not true. While you do want to build a big network and connections, you don't have to have that when you first start. We have a methodology of how we meet people and network and find investors, and you just follow that plan and execute, and that's how you build your network. But you don't need to have that in order to get started. Second to last, you ready? The market is terrible right now. This is the worst time to start. The market is definitely terrible for flips because right now you're competing against new construction. However, getting into new construction is such a valuable skill that it's never a bad time to start. You actually wanted to learn that yesterday because it's a big money maker and you've got to learn the skill. It's always skill, deal, and the money will follow. So you got to start developing the skill, and you'd rather start today than tomorrow. Last but not least, misconception. I need to quit my job before I get started in development. I call bullshit. We have people right now working a W-2 and they're working on their first development project. You do not need to quit your W-2 job. In fact, actually, it is an asset in the very beginning to still have it. You still have that cushion, and you're able to get much easier financing. So totally get started with your W-2, and then we'll transition you out of your full-time job, and you get more control of your time and schedule. All right, because this was so much fun, here's a bonus one. This is the one that actually comes to my mind right now, the second. One misconception is, it's too hard, it's too difficult to start. Listen, you just need the process. And the process is so easy. And again, you can learn from people that you trust, whether it's me or someone else. Find the person that you deeply trust and just learn from them. Soak up everything that they know. And if you're ready to start, welcome to message me, start on Instagram, and my team will be in touch with you. If you're not quite there yet, but you are interested in learning the process, click the link below to get my free roadmap and start thinking about what your first project could look like. See you in the next video.